see Nicolas Noriega, the 51-year-old former goalkeeper, at the helm of this Argentinian side for the past 8 years, including his playing career over at River Plate. A highly respected coach, leading his team to the silver medal back in the Copa America. And this man, Luis Conceição, has one mission and one mission only on his mind, and that, since day one, is to lift the first ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup trophy. He's been the coach of the Portuguese national side since 2014. 11 years before a World Cup was created. And the epic semi-final kicks off.
4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
In Manila, we have kickoff as Portugal lead off this first semi-final. And you can expect intensity from opening whistle to final whistle tonight. Argentina with a little turnover, but nothing coming from it. These two teams meeting only for the second time in history. Portugal facing them last time in 2011 over in Fortaleza, Brazil. Portugal victorious 5-2 in that match. Funny enough, Ana Catarina, the goalkeeper, and the captain, Ana Acevedo, were actually on that Portuguese side during that game, but many things have changed in the last 4 years. As Portugal will get the inbounds into Argentinian territory. And the first goal, just like that, Portugal open it up, courtesy of who else but Lydia Morera. And with not even a minute into this semi-final encounter, Lydia Morera putting it in, much to the chagrin of that woman. Savina Nata now on suspension, but Lydia Morera tipping it in through the penalty area, and that's exactly what Luis Conceição was hoping to see. And we knew there would be goals, we knew there would be action, and less than a minute in, Lydia Morera continues her hot streak, putting Portugal up 1-0. Portuguese pressing again. Good defensive effort by Lucia Rossi to prevent Kika from striking on target. And the fans here at the Phil Sports Arena, Manila, filling it with vibrant drumming and chants. That's the kind of futsal festival atmosphere that you want to see. This hit will result in the goal throw for Trinidad Andrea. Sensational goalkeeper. Was turning 31 a couple of weeks ago. opportunity. Not too much of a hard shot. Easily handled by Anna Katarina. Going back and forth across the court. It's the reliable Kika. Had a great game in the quarterfinals against Italy. Argentina doing a great job getting out of their zone. Into the Portuguese court. Portugal with the inbounds. Holding it up is Janice as her shirt tugged. Argentina breakout. Romero, the number 13 for Argentina. One of the best players in futsal today. She has the highest successful take-on ratio of any player in this tournament with 72%. She is relentless as they come. Romero opting for another kick-in. If you're new to futsal, there's no throw-ins. Leads to a great dynamic. Quevedo looking to make the difference. Another three pivots for Argentina alongside Karina Nunez and of course Melanie Orellana. Oh, and a wonderful ball and a big time stop by D'Andrea. And Portugal had a clutch opportunity to double up their lead, but the heroics of D'Andrea keeping Argentina right into this early on. Argentina almost forcing Portugal with a turnover in the penalty area. Shanice Silva giving the ball away in a big collision at around the 9-meter mark. As both an Argentinian and Portuguese player down. We knew these teams were going to come to battle. Shanice and Romero going at it, and then Romero colliding heavy with Maria Pereira. We see that gorgeous pass from Janice over to Pereira. What a clear-cut opportunity Oh, what a silky pass that was from Janice. Andrea holding down the fort. As Pereira is up, but Romero still remains down. As Luis Conceição looks on. His team up 1-0. Almost 5 minutes played into the first half here in the first semifinal at the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup. Romero finally sitting up as we take a look at that first Portuguese goal. Lydia Moreira. Can't say enough about her. Scoring a hat-trick against Italy. And again tied for the team leading goals with Janice with 4, but also adding 3 assists as well. Romero comes off the court, all is good. Argentina pressing. Good double team coverage by Portugal, forcing the turnover. Laba was looking for the foul. These refs letting these girls play. The winner of this match will take on the winner of semi number 2, which comes up immediately after this game is done. And what a clash of titans it's going to be. Number 1 Brazil versus the number 2 ranked Spanish side. It doesn't get any better than these 4 teams in the world of women's futsal. Agostina Chiesa, one of the best in the game. She would love to continue this mission of getting to the final. See the Argentinian bench, Romero being worked on. Seems to be all right after that collision with Pereira. Those are 2 women who go in very hard with their tackles. They've proven that with every single match so far at the tournament. Each a vital piece of their team's success thus far. Portugal get the second. And it's FIFO putting up a wonderful finish at that far post. And with just over 6 minutes gone into the first half, Portugal crucially taking a 2-goal lead. As we see Janice with a solid pass and unmarked into that far post was FIFO putting home that cross-court pass from defender Ines Matos. A 25-year-old defender was part of the gold medal winning team at the first ever Summer Youth Olympics in Buenos Aires back in 2018. She would love to add more gold to that trophy case by lifting the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup title and doing her part. As Portugal up 2-0. Portuguese bench still working on plays and positioning and making all the necessary adjustments in every moment, given the stakes. Preparations ongoing as Argentina get a shot. That's easily handled by Catarina. And Antiveros, the first goal scorer in the tournament's history. Shot blocked by the Portuguese defender, Kaká. Noriega, not the start he was hoping for. Portuguese fans in the Manila area loving it so far. And why not? Portugal counter. It's a 3v2. Argentina able to withhold that pressure. Will now take possession out of their zone. Oh, and a giveaway, almost resulting in a shot from Argentina. Instead opting to let it go out for the inbounds. As Romero getting back into it. Ooh, showcasing some of that footwork. And great defending by Kaká. Battle between Romero and Kaká. The 30-year-old of Nuno Mendes in the Portuguese league doing her part. It's Portugal doing an unbelievable job offensively. As we mentioned, 30 goals scored, but only conceding 3 goals from 4 games, less than a goal a game. And that's the kind of performance you need if you want to get to this FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup Championship match on Sunday. An unbelievable turnover results in Portugal's third. That is a calamity of errors. Unbelievably, Portugal up 3-0. And Argentina are just shell-shocked right now. And ultimately, Nicolas Noriega will call a timeout as Romero gives it away. It seemed absolutely harmless inbounds, but Lydia Moreira was on top of Romero and puts it past Andrea. And just like that, in the most unbelievable of ways, Portugal find themselves up 3-0. And Nicolas Noriega calmly telling his girls to really bring it down, calm down. You can't be making mistakes like that at this level, given what is on the line. And rarely do you see Argentina making epic errors like that. Coming into the match, they only allowed 4 goals, and you could see the look on Silvina Nava's face. Argentina's top player out to suspension, desperately hoping that they could get into the final so she could return and try to lead her country to glory. We're not even halfway through the first half, and Portugal dominating 3-0. That third goal was just an astounding defensive error. And Moreira, coming off of a hat trick against Italy in that 7-2 quarterfinal, already has 2 goals. Ana Catarina be very happy with her girl's performance thus far. She comes out to clear the ball. Taking the knock was Pereira. Lucia Rossi, aggressive defensively. 20-year-old, plays like a seasoned veteran. She scored 2 goals in the quarterfinal against Colombia, as well as the deciding goal against Poland. Lucia Rossi is one of the best young futsal players on the planet today. Argentina press into the Portuguese zone. That's shut down by the trusted Maria Pereira. Portugal breakout, and it will be a rolling accumulative, but the passing plays, and Portugal get their 4th. There is no stopping the big red machine in this first half, as Shani Silva puts Portugal up 4-0. And we see Janice, the back and forth with FIFA. They know each other incredibly well, both playing for SL Benfica in the Portuguese league, and being able to read each other's minds. We see the hype face of Janice Silva, and that man is happy. George Braz, the man, the myth, the legend. Won the World Cup for Portugal in 2021 on the men's side, and 2 European titles. Going for his 3rd next month as the Euro happens. And here to support the Portuguese women who are seeking their first ever international title. And Pereira, just unstoppable. And I don't think any pundit on the planet would have guessed that any team would be up 4-0. Not even 10 minutes into the match. But Portugal, their game plan going to perfection so far. Janice Silva's all smiles along with her partner, Maria Pereira. Another turnover resulting in a 3v2 for Portugal, and they get the 5th. This is an absolute clinic Portugal are putting on, and the number 9 FIFA delivers. That far post is being exploited time and time again. And the giveaway, Portugal with a brilliant movement, and absolutely nothing that D'Andrea could do in goal for Argentina to prevent that. And the shocked faces of the Argentinian players tell the tale of this first half. 5-0, and it's not even 10 minutes through, and Noriega has a monumental hill, likely more of a mountain to climb. Needing 5 goals to tie it up, and Portugal have only conceded 3 in the entire tournament. Unbelievable opening to the semi-final stage here at the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup. And if you wanted goals, well, my friends, you are getting more than you bargained for. Great series of blocks by Argentina, but Catarina chasing that out of bounds. Ontiveros. Said she goes down in history no matter what happens in this game as the first ever goal scorer in the history of this competition. Goalkeeper coming out for Argentina. You're going to see that flying goalkeeper quite a bit. Essentially, the goalkeeper can be subbed off with an attacking player coming on in place. And if you're new to futsal, it's unlimited substitutions on the fly, no stoppage of play, leads to an amazing tactical dynamic. Not able to control that inbounds pass from Ontiveros. Was Quevedo. Normally much better as the strong pivot. Long-range effort stifled by Argentina. Great run. Can they get their first? It was close. As Argentina will get the corner. Quevedo trying to throw it in, but Catalina Pedrera, who's been sensational. Not one of the big names talked about too much in Portugal, but she's been one of the key players that has gotten to them to this level. Portugal break out of their zone. Argentina now on the attack. A strong defensive pressure. Great work by Inês Matos. The long-range pass. Not able to connect how she wanted was Pedrera. The 23-year-old winger scored the opener in the quarterfinals and leads the team with 4 assists. Her contributions cannot be understated to this team. Oh, and a great spin by Pedrera, but not able to get everything she wanted. And Argentina now with the inbounds into Portuguese side of the court. Argentina looking to get their first of the match, desperately needing it. And if you're just joining us for the first semifinal at the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup, it has been all Portugal. That scoreboard certainly tells the tale. The game plan that Luis Conceição's women are executing has been nothing short of remarkable. Foul called against Portugal. That'll be their first of the half. And again, if you are fresh to futsal, each team allowed 5 accumulated fouls per half, with each subsequent foul after that resulting in an unopposed 10-meter free kick. That's pretty much a penalty shot. And it rewards the technical skill as opposed to the big bruising defending that you see in other sports. It's what helps make futsal so fantastic. The fastest growing sport on earth is futsal. Portugal with a series of passes to come out of their zone, almost finding a player unopposed against that woman, Trinidad Andrea. She's allowed more goals in this half than she has in the entire tournament. Certainly not her fault. It's just Portugal exploiting this Argentinian defense. Quick breakout, stifled by Argentina. It's a solid effort. Mylen Romero, the number 13, at the bottom of your screen. Portugal again, a wonderful move and a smooth, silky finish as the tongue comes out a la Michael Jordan. And Portugal are up 6-0 with 5:33 remaining in the first half. And we knew their mission was to lift this trophy, but we certainly didn't expect a steamroll here in the first half as Acevedo posterizing her defender. A beautiful scoop pass, finding the Portuguese captain, who fools the defender and the keeper. And calmly chips over with that left-footed strike. Brilliant stuff from the captain. This is just an unbelievable start to the semifinals. And almost another giveaway. Argentina just can't get their defense together. Something nobody would have expected coming into it. Both teams combining for 7 goals allowed. And Portugal are 1 goal away from hitting that total mark. It's unbelievable. The captain Acevedo. "39-year-old. Happy as can be and getting on the score sheet now herself. And what can Argentina do to stop this? They've already utilized their timeout. Halftime is just over 5 minutes away. If there's one thing about this Portuguese side that we know, is they will never take their foot off of the pedal. And that's bad news for Argentina, as Nicolas Noriega just wondering how he can stop this big red machine. FIFA, 2 goals already in the half. Looking for her teammate on the other side of the court. This beautiful 40-by-20 pitch. And the signature baby blue. Lucia Rossi. Scored 2 in the quarterfinal. Love to get there first. As Portugal again continue to press. And they've just been in that penalty area all half long. We see Janice scored the 4th goal. Portugal with the corner. Pereira will up to give it back to Catarina. Loves the quarterback. She's a phenomenal shot stopper, but she smells blood in the water here against Argentina and would love to score. The goalkeeper's getting involved all the time in futsal. With Ana Catarina being a 4-time World Goalkeeper of the Year, you know that she can do everything with her feet and her hands. And with 4 minutes remaining, Argentina will take the inbounds. See the woman with 2 goals in the match, FIFA. And Argentina just not able to penetrate this Portuguese defense. They've had a pair of decent opportunities, both denied by Catarina. Dangerous situation. Able to get the ball up and out. A beautiful spin by Pereira. And a collision again. Pereira down. You can tell she hit the lower back or hip on this hardwood court. And if you've ever fallen on a futsal court, you know that it is unforgiving. Look at this spin move. L2 and toggle stick if this was a video game. Just spinning around Lucia Nata. And then the big collision with Julia Dupuy. You can see a little bit of a limp from Pereira, but she is one of the toughest players in all of world futsal. The captain checking out on her girl. Pedrita, the brilliant footwork that futsal is so known for. It is its own sport with its own tactics, laws of the game, and of course its own competitions. But it has developed some of the greatest footballers in history. A lot of people don't like to make the comparisons, but futsal builds players. As the shot stopped by Trinidad Andrea, and Argentina with their best opportunity. Andrea stopping and immediately finding her girl who had a breakaway. She anticipated that Catarina would come out, instead firing it over the bar. One certainly thinks if Argentina have any ambitions of tying this up, that they will need at least one from this half. But it is futsal. Plenty of goals can happen, as we've seen evidenced here. But this semifinal is not over. As Argentina getting called on the handball. The DJ playing Bruce Springsteen in the background. And you can't start a fire without a spark, and Argentina's certainly looking for their spark as they need to get back and douse this Portuguese inferno. Andrea putting it out of bounds, allowing her defense to recuperate. With just a minute and a half remaining, Portugal will have the inbounds into the Argentinian side of the pitch. Getting some minutes into the game now is Helena Nunes, second on the Portuguese roster with 3 assists. She's been a key playmaker alongside Carolina Pedreira. Solid run, pushed out of bounds. Portugal take over. Strong Kika coming in. A great two-way winger playing out of Leões de Porto Salvo in the Portuguese league. And a long-range effort denied by D'Andrea. You have to feel for the keeper. She's done everything she possibly could have. Scoop just out of reach for Kaká. 40 seconds remaining. Argentina will take over. Can Argentina get on the score sheet just before half? They'll have 22 seconds to do it. Andrea going back into her goal instead of attacking up front. Portugal will stifle that, and they will wait out the clock. And there we have the horde at the end of the first half, and it has been all Portugal. An astounding 6-0 lead here at the Phil Sports Arena in Manila. And they are only 20 minutes away from clinching their spot in the championship match this Sunday. The winner taking on either Spain or Brazil. That match coming up immediately after. As we see Trinidad D'Andrea, the goalkeeper, walking off. And it will take an epic turnaround by Nicolas Noriega's girls to turn this one around.
And here's the highlights for you, futsal fans.
welcome back to the pitch, Team Argentina. Thank you so much for participating. But now, since we're already enjoying the vibe here inside the Phil Sports Arena, offbeat, what shall we do?
We can dance with the dance cam.
Bring the moves. All right.
The moves, everyone.
We're going to show you guys on the big screen. Come on, show us your dance moves.
All right, everyone, get ready.
How about you guys up top? You guys up top, show us your dance moves.
You are on the giant screen, everyone.
Where's Siwa? Where's Siwa? Siwa, come on, show us the moves. How about you girls? Hello, hello. There you go.
Wow.
Give us some Gangnam Style.
Give it dance. Yeah. Whoa.
Let's go up there.
You rock, girl.
DJ Nash, switch the music. Let's welcome back Team Portugal as well. Back to the pitch.
Oh, look at that.
And welcome back.
Look at that.
Love the energy.
We're just about to get ready for the second half of this semi-final encounter between Portugal and Argentina. And it was all Portugal in that opening half, scoring 6 goals against an Argentinian side that had only conceded 4 in their previous 4 matches.
No,
And
Baby
Portugal
Shark is coming to you.
are only 20 minutes away, if they can hold on to this 6-0 lead, from booking their spot
There you go.
in the championship at the first ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup.
This is Macarena, guys. Macarena. Come on.
And Argentina back on the court, warming up. You have to think that they'll be using the flying goalkeeper to get back into this. With only 2 shots on target in the first half. And facing a 6-goal deficit,
DJ Nash, YMCA. Come on,
they have no
YMCA.
choice but to take
One last
risks.
song.
And that means leaving the open goal.
All together,
See
you know
Rossi
the dance moves. Come
and Andrea
on.
having a conversation.
All right.
Portugal, led by Ana Acevedo, scored the final goal in that first half. Keen to add to their tally. The winner facing Spain or Brazil. That match coming up immediately after this game, right here from the Phil Sports Arena in Manila. Savina Nava, the blue-haired boss, suspended for the second time in this competition. She definitely plays aggressively.
All right, everyone. Are you
Her presence
ready?
has been sorely missed
Send the EO
by
together.
Argentina.
We're gonna play this together. Are you ready, guys? Repeat
We're
after
just
me.
seconds away from kickoff.
Hey-oh. Hey-oh.
Anna Catarina talking to herself,
Hey-oh.
focused as ever, as the 4-time International Goalkeeper of the Year.
Hey-oh.
Celebrated her 33rd birthday over a week
Here we
ago.
go. Welcome to the second half. Argentina versus Portugal.
The second half kicks off. Argentina needing to throw everything, including the kitchen sink at Portugal, if they have ambitions of getting back into this. You knew Argentina were going to be aggressive defensively. And 11 seconds in, get the first foul of the half. Matos comes to help out Pereira. Pereira's been Such a dynamic player in every match for Portugal tonight. Opening up with a series of great passes, but also strong defensive efforts. A pair of collisions in that first half. And again, Pereira taking a knock. And this time a yellow card to Argentina. And all you can do is laugh it off as Lucia Rossi. Double hand push. Not the start that Argentina wanted in this second half. 2 accumulated fouls. And not even a minute in.
Yellow card for player number 3, Lucia Rossi from Argentina.
Janice. Portugal doing it again. Finished off. Maria Pereira passing over to that far post. And Portugal, 45 seconds into the second half, make it lucky number 7. And this sequence, a nice little stop by Janice over to Pereira and finding on the far post the defender Ines Matos. Portugal exploiting that far post time and time again as we see Matos and Pereira all smiles. The teammates at Benfica getting Portugal an extension of that lead. And if the first minute in the first half was a nightmare, this second one is just recurring. And if you're an Argentina fan, you can only shake your head as Portugal look well on their way to the championship match. But again, this is futsal. And there is plenty of time as we see Lucia Rossi getting that yellow card. The Yellows were wiped out after the quarterfinal stage. Sabina Nava was watching from the stands. Wish it was after the group stage that she's been sitting, forced to watch her team being picked apart by this ruthless Portuguese offense. Came into this match with 30 goals from 4 games, and now at 37. Ana Antiveros having some words with the second official, Maria Mislovska, the Ukrainian, a very experienced official. Pereira trying to find Matos again. Trickling shot, easily handled by D'Andrea. And a 2v1 for Argentina. Janice calmly letting it go for Catarina to pick up. Just 2.5 minutes passed into the second half. Portugal turn it over to Argentina, come out of their own half, desperately seeking their first goal of the match. pressure of Portugal, forcing D'Andrea back into her goal. Argentina looking to cut through. You see the concern on the defender Matos' face. That's the kind of commitment. You're up 7-0, and you're still focused as ever. The signature of Inês Matos. One of 5 Benfica players on this roster, along with the 5 from Nuno Alves. The two teams meeting in the Portuguese playoffs year and year again. Nuno Alves getting the win in the last edition. It's Catarina blasting it out. Argentina with much more pressure against Portugal in the second half, but already having the 2 fouls. Will need to be cognizant of how aggressive that they can be. Another double-handed push. Argentina are going to want to keep those hands down. These are experienced officials, and they'll call it every single time. Good job by Argentina forcing the turnover. And just like that, Portugal get their first foul of the half. Juliette Dupuy calling for a card. She has a good battle with Lydia Morera. Morera with a hat trick in the last game, 2 tonight against Argentina. Looking to push the golden boot race. Noriega hoping that this is the spark give the team an extra bit of air. The shot denied again by Ana Catarina. 2 big saves for the Portuguese keeper. That was a great shot. Lucia Rossi gets it on target, but Ana Catarina showcasing why she is one of the best in the world. Ana Catarina down in her area, feeling a little bit of a knock. The shot by Rossi, and the follow-up by Juliette Dupuy. Great work by the Portuguese to prevent it. Argentina's best opportunity they have thus far. Again, only 2 shots on target during that first half. Catarina feeling a knock. The veteran has been around for a long time. As we see the give and go with Shanice and Pereira, and that far post finish by Matos, putting a dagger into the hearts of Argentina. Portuguese fans loving what they're seeing here at the Phil Sports Arena. The medical team out, checking up on Ana Catarina. Helping her up is Juliette Dupuy. Great sportsmanship from the 25-year-old. It's exactly what you want to see at all levels. And at this juncture, probably a smart move to bring out Catarina and bring in the sturdy Maria Rocha. 29-year-old star goalkeeper from Nuno Veres. Coming in. She ate a lot of minutes in the previous matches in this tournament and made a series of key stops. Portugal loaded with talent, and that includes their goalkeeping core. And Portugal on the attack. Easily put out. They'll have the inbounds. 14:26 remaining. Kaká. Bringing it as Moreira. The complete pivot. Wearing the number 14 kit for Portugal, looking to make it a hat trick, 2 matches in a row. And a third foul called against Argentina. As we see the shove by Maca Espinosa off the ball. Foolish foul to take at this juncture with everything on the line to get to the championship. The frustration naturally kicking in for Argentina, but they need to do better. 7 goals is a monumental mountain to climb, but this is futsal and there are 14 minutes remaining. But you can't be making mistakes like that. It's the shot denied by D'Andrea. Valiant left-footed attempt by Carolina Pedreira. And a yellow card issued to Luciana Nata. Nicolas Noriega can only look on. We'll be proud of the fact his team has reached the semifinals in this first ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup. But down 7-0. It's a hard pill to swallow for any manager. Portugal patiently and meticulously maneuvering the ball around, trying to find another lane to exploit. They've done everything. They find their chance there, but denied by Trinidad D'Andrea. It's FIFO looking for that hat trick. Kaká, the strong defender, doing everything she can. Luis Conceição, not happy with something he saw. Portugal trying to put it in the penalty area. They'll have the inbounds. 12:42 on the clock. And a game coming right up after this is Spain versus Brazil. The winner winning a ticket into the championship match at the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup. It's been a phenomenal tournament so far. And if you want more scores, highlights, the standings, and inside stories, check out FIFA.com, the home of futsal. And Portugal looking for that scoop. And a little bit of a sell there by FIFA, understanding that Argentina are on 3 fouls. A little bit of contact, but not much meat on that bone. Argentina a bit aggressive towards the early part of this first as Andrea comes out of the goal and attempting, and Rocha with the long-range throw, but just outside of the Argentinian left flank. You know, if Ana Catarina was in there, she was hungry to score. She's been around the national team for many years, the 35-year-old. Pedrera led the team with 4 assists coming into the match, earning a well-deserved rest in this substitution. Portugal looking to press and penetrate to get their 8th. Villalba trying to prevent Portugal from getting it. 23-year-old, one of 4 players for Ferro Carril Oeste in Argentina. Another blocked shot by Albi Celeste. Portugal don't like to rush things. They're phenomenally quick, especially on the counter, as we've seen time and time again tonight. But they know that the pressure's on Argentina to force them to take the ball off. Argentina with an inbounds deep into the Portuguese territory, still looking for their first goal. Argentina with 11 attempts at goal. Not many of them hitting the target. Portugal will now take possession. We're at the halfway point as we see Maria Pereira coming out of the match. She took a nasty little knock on the lower leg. With a 7-0 lead, it's better to err on the side of caution. She'll be taking the rest of the night off, along with Anna Katarina, as they get prepared for the final. They're only 9 minutes and 50 seconds away from clinching that spot. Taking a rest is Quevedo, 31-year-old of Racing Club in Argentina. Obviously not going to be thrilled with this as they try another shot, courtesy of Nata, but going over the bar and causing no issues for Rocha. See Rossi back into the game. Number 3 for Argentina, having a sensational tournament. Scored 2 in that quarterfinal. And of course, the winning deciding goal against Poland that booked their ticket into the next round.
Thank you for supporting Argentina and Portugal.
And her and her Ferro Carril Oeste teammates Maca Espinosa and Lara Villalba will go back to club with their heads held high, disappointed in the result tonight, which still isn't finalized, of course, but 7-0 Argentina need a miracle at this point. Sabina Nava will wonder what if. Served the suspension in the third group stage match, and due to yellow card accumulations, missing tonight's encounter. Rocha, again, when called upon, has been sturdy in goal for Portugal. And Argentina now with an opportunity from the corner, seeing if they can crack and break this shutout. Oh, and a critical chance. And Rossi looking to the sky, knowing that was the opportunity. We take another look at that stop by Rocha. Argentina getting called on their fourth foul. One more foul and they foul out. It's Ana Antiveros. Andrea coming out of her goal. The pressure forcing Argentina to put it out of bounds. Maca Espinosa. Portugal cycle it around center court. Portugal almost getting a clear run. Was Kika. Ball into the penalty area, easily gobbled up by Trinidad. Andrea. Argentina playing roulette in their penalty area. Did not bode well for them in the first half. Portugal turnover. The ball just out of reach for Helena Nunes. Portugal pressing. A great slide tackle. And immediately coming off. Great work. As the shot denied by Luciana Nata. One goal in the tournament. Does Nata. Portugal with a kick in, which will be taken by Matos. The shot denied by D'Andrea. It's a long-range throw way out of bounds. It's been just that kind of night for D'Andrea and this Argentinian side, who trails 7-0 with 6 minutes remaining. Portugal look well on their way to the championship final this Sunday, where they will face the winners of Spain and Brazil. Again, that match coming up immediately after. The #1 ranked Brazilians taking on the #2 ranked Spaniards. That will be a match for the ages. Portugal pressing again. Janice showcasing some of that wonderful footwork she's notorious for. Silva. 4 goals and 3 assists in the tournament. She's playing some of the best futsal of her career. Argentina, with less than 5 remaining, have the inbounds into the Portuguese zone. They'll now have a corner. And Argentina, after a very solid 4 opening games, including that 4-1 victory over Colombia in the quarters, just find themselves on the verge of elimination here in the semifinal. But want to get 1 goal. They want to leave on a high note. And no No foul called against Portugal as they break out. You see Pedreira down on the court. She seems visibly hurt. We knew it was going to be a physical match between these two teams, particularly with what's at stake. Pedreira will just walk it off. And as we said, this court is unforgiving. No grass, no soft soil. When you hit it, you feel it. These are the toughest women in the game, and it's going to take everything for them to come out knowing that a championship finals ticket is on the line. Portuguese pressure, forcing a turnover. Looking for their 8th as the Portuguese. After a brilliant quarterfinal performance in which they beat Italy 7-2, they have absolutely dismantled Argentina in the semifinal. And the Portuguese fans here in Manila getting the Viking clap on. An excellent performance by the number 3 ranked side in the world. Picking up, the crowd loving it. And Portugal with a 3v1. A miss hit, but getting enough of a shot denied by D'Andrea. Fans here in Manila treated to a goal fest. When you purchase a ticket here at the Phil Sports Arena, you get the double header. As we take another look at this 3v1. Secla futsal veteran Trinidad D'Andrea doing everything she can